Disclaimer: this video is for educational and entertainment purposes only. It does not constitute financial advice. We are not registered financial advisors. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, your number one source for income-oriented investing. Time to go over the top income-oriented cover call ETFs in the US. Haven't done this in a while. Actually skipped last month and I haven't really seen or heard from anybody, so make sure to like the video. Let me know that you still want me to do this on the American side. On the Canadian side, very popular. Those videos always have 10,000 plus views, so if you really appreciate this total return comparison, looking at the best, or what I feel are the best covered call income oriented ETFs on the American stock market, hit the like button. And remember, for my Canadian friends watching, you can put these in the RSP in Lira without any of those withholding taxes or anything like that. So as usual, we're going to start with the S&P 500, right? The king of all benchmarks. Personally, my second favorite index of all time. You guys know that I love the NASDAQ-100 more. Lots of overlap between the two, but let's go through 11. And we're obviously VOO or VOO, the Vanguard S&P 500 is the benchmark here. So OVL is still number one, guys. OVL is actually the only one that does puts instead of calls. Obviously, it's working really, really well. It's actually outperforming the S&P 500. And keep in mind, this time frame takes into account the latest fund, right, which I believe is probably SPYI. So it's going back September 2024. So there's quite a bit of data, but obviously if you want to do your own comparisons and take, kick out some of the funds that came out earlier, you'll have a bigger time frame. And by the way, I'm using stock analysis. This is my new favorite tool to do total return comparisons, and they have a premium version. You want to get 10% off. I actually have a link in the description for you to get that, but I'm basically using the free version here. But I'm sure with premium you get all kinds of other options. So OVL still number one. OVL is literally an S&P 500 put strategy from overlay share. So obviously doing really well. In terms of, let me make this just a bit bigger for you guys. Hopefully that's better. And by the way, these are total returns. They include all dividends reinvested. So in terms of the cover call one, the Goldman Sachs GPIX is the king still. You could see that it's underperforming VOO only slightly, which is incredible. SPYI, I gotta give it to SPYI, doing really, really good in this time frame. And TSPY as well from Tap Alpha. So obviously, I've been saying this for a while now. I think the top covered call providers, or at least for the S&P 500, but even for the NASDAQ, are NEOS, Goldman Sachs, which are actually merging, right? Goldman Sachs actually bought out or acquired NEOS, but NEOS is staying NEOS, and the stock symbols are staying the same. They're not changing. I actually did a Q&A with the founder of NEOS recently, so you could check that out, discussing the Goldman Sachs acquisition. But again, still Goldman Sachs, SPYI, NEOS, that is, and Tap Alpha are the top dogs. XYLG, remember XYLG from Global X? So this is XYLD's half brother, if you will, because they're doing cover calls on half the portfolio instead of all the portfolio. Of course, XYLD is always going to be in last place, guys, because it gives up all the upside of the NASDAQ pretty much. But you see how just doing it on half is much better, but you're only getting 5 to 6% yield, unfortunately, for that. XDTE from Roundhill, doing okay, doing still pretty good in terms of, and iSpy, so iSpy is from ProShare. So in terms of a zero DTE strategy, you have TSPY, XDTE, and iSpy from ProShares, and it seems like TSPY Tap Alpha is winning. They do have a leverage version. We're going to see that in a second. Yeah, the Defiance ones, not so great, right? SPYT, SPYT, and WDTE, but not exactly so bad. I mean, in the 30s still, the total returns here. Now, there's more S&P 500. There's another one from Defiance, right? The Lightning one. There's a couple of other ones. So if we just take out, let's just take out some of the XYLD, some crappier performers here. They have QLDY, I believe. Yeah, from Defiance has that one. Let's see how that one's doing. Not so bad. Of course, the time constraint, the time shrinks because it came out later. But you see that WDT is still outperforming it, and GPIX and OVL is outperforming. You actually see XYLG doing pretty good in the shorter time frame. So it's really cool. If you hit max, you'll get the maximum allowable time frame, but you could always play around with the dates as well and see 6 months and 3 months, and it's very interesting. But of course, the longer the time frame is, the more data we have, or the more accurate it becomes. But things could change, strategies could change. Now, before we move on to the NASDAQ, I just want to do basically things that are broad-based, not exactly the S&P 500, but S&P 500 equivalent. So, of course, on the US side, the most popular is GPI, which I don't understand all the hype. It always underperforms. You have things like Devo from Amplify, FYEE, and Spin. These are from Fidelity and State Street, kind of GPI competitors. You have Bali, which is typically does really well. That's BlackRock. And I decided to add an OVL and GPIX and VU kind of as a benchmark to see, okay, how is stock picking within the S&P actually doing versus the S&P. And there's also a top W from Roundhill as well, where it's like a concentrated S&P. So top W really not doing great since inception. You see that GPI is really, really bad as well. And it's very, very hard to beat OVL. But you see that Bali is actually outperforming VU. So if you like one of these, I think Bali has always been really good. But I would probably always stick to an official S&P 500. But I got to give it to Bali from BlackRock. They know what they're doing. But you see that when it comes to the S&P, nobody beats really OVL. GPIX is always at the top as well. For top W, I just want to point out that they did change the strategy recently. So for example, if we just shrink it to 6 months, you see that top W is doing much, much, much better, right? So I just don't want you to cancel out top W. It's always to keep an eye on it. From Roundhill, it's a very interesting strategy where it's kind of like a concentrated S&P 500, 20% leverage actually, and there's no covered calls. So I think top W with this strategy is going to eventually start doing much, much better over time. Moving on to the NASDAQ. So it's a battle in the NASDAQ here. You have, of course, the usual players, right? And we're going to take QQQM as our benchmark, which is the actual NASDAQ-100. So still you see that TDAC and QDTE are doing the best. QYLG really outperforming GPIC as well, which is very interesting. QQQY, I put QYLD, IQQQ, JEPQ, which is not exactly the NASDAQ. QQQI from NEOS is the one that seems to be a little bit disappointing here, 18%. So that's kind of surprising. And you have QDVO, which is kind of like, what's it called? Not Bali. Devo, but QDVO is the NASDAQ from Amplify, not doing that well. So it seems like, again, when it comes to the NASDAQ, just taking the NASDAQ instead of stock picking works out best, with TDAC in first place. So congrats to Tap Alpha. But hey, QDT from Brownhill doing pretty good as well. So it seems like a zero DT strategy does really well in the NASDAQ. ProShares, for some reasons, not doing exceedingly well with IQQQ at 22%. But hey, 22 versus 24, not so bad. So when it comes to the NASDAQ, you have TDAC is still the king. Now, there are leveraged NEOS and Tap Alpha have leveraged versions of their S&P and NASDAQ. So I just wanted to show you the total returns here. So when it comes to the NASDAQ, TDAX or TDAX leverage version is doing the best, right? So it's just replace the Q to an X. You get a 30% amplified version of TDAC. You guys see, I've released a recent video what I would buy if I was American or invested only on the American stock market. My number one position would probably be TDAX. Right, NASDAQ 100, zero DT cover calls, weekly payouts, 20% plus yield, 30% leverage. Absolutely incredible. The NEOS leverage one, XQQI, is doing okay. It's 12%, underperforming GPIC, unfortunately. But when it comes to the S&P 500, it seems like the NEOS leverage one, SPYI, which is the leverage version of SPYI, seems to have the upper hand over the Tap Alpha one and even over GPIC. So it seems like for the NASDAQ, you want a leverage version, cover call, you would choose the Tap Alpha for, I'm talking about the highest total returns here, right, guys? So I just want to make it clear. I'm not saying one is better than the other. I'm just looking at total returns, which is a big factor. But hey, if you like NEOS, if you like the strategy or provider better, of course you go with what you like. I'm just showing total returns here. This is just data. This is just facts. TDAX seems to be the winner for the NASDAQ leverage, and NEOS seems to be the winner for the S&P 500 leverage with SPYI. Now, there's a million other cover call ETFs, themes, Bitcoin, gold, silver on the US market. I'm not going to go through all of them. I will do gold and Bitcoin. So when it comes to gold, you really have the NEOS and the Curve one. And the Curve one seems to be a lot better, seems to be the winner. KGLD, the Curve income one. They also have a silver one, which I'm assuming that it does fairly well. Now, NEOS has a bunch of other ones. They have one for MLP. They have one for real estate. They have one for this, one for that. So you could check them out. In terms of Bitcoin, the Global X one, it can't be caught. BCCC, the Global X, I'm talking about Global X US here, seems to have the top performing cover call strategy on IBIT. So they're doing really well with NEOS at second place with BTCI. Now, of course, they have the leverage version, right? So if we choose the NEOS, if we just search NEOS Bitcoin, it's XBCI. And I'm not really surprised to see that XBCI, the leverage version, is doing the best. Of course, this shortens the time frame a lot because XBCI came out. And do I have the right one? XBCI, NEOS boosted Bitcoin. Yeah. Let me just take out the gold one just so it's a little bit more clear. So yeah. So XBCI is in first place because Bitcoin rallied recently. So of course, when you have leverage on that, you're going to do much better. So over time, my expectation, everyone, is that if Bitcoin does well over time, the one with the leverage is always going to win. If I was going to hold any one of these, you guys already know my answer. I would always go with the leverage one. So I would go with the NEOS one, which is kind of now a Goldman Sachs one. Anyway, so I think Goldman Sachs wanted to get in the Bitcoin game. They saw that NEOS had a very popular Bitcoin ETF, cover call ETF, and that's maybe contributed to buying them out. But they also have SPYI and the other stuff as well. What else do I have here, guys? Let's see. Crypto in general, if you want crypto /tech/ whatever, there's blocks from Nicholas, sorry. There's SEPI from Rex, and then there's LFGY from YieldMax. And the Rex share one is doing the best thus far in terms of total return, but this could be all over the place. You see blocks in second place. So in case you want some general crypto exposure. So there's a million other themes and stuff. I'm not going to go through them. I'll put the list of providers. Sometimes I forget, but I pin a comment with the list of all or most of the US covered call ETF providers. And don't forget, we also have the digital product. If you go to my website, passiveincomeinvesting.ca, you go to products. I have two products. One of them is the Ultimate DIY Package, which is, sample portfolios and just everything, absolutely everything. It also includes the Ultimate Cover Call ETF guide. But if you just want a list of all the cover call ETFs on the Canadian market and on the US market, you could buy this product. It's only $90. It comes with lifetime updates. I update it at least once a year, and I'm actually working on the latest update. So there you have it, everyone. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, because if the American side doesn't get at least 5,000 views, I'm not going to be doing it anymore. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know you still want me to do these on the American side. And as usual, stay safe, stay passive, stay honorable. See you next time. A couple of reminders before you leave. Please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it. If you like and enjoy the content, did you know we have a YouTube Inner Circle membership program? Hit the little join button where the subscribe normally is, and you'll get this window with the information. But essentially, you get access to all kinds of exclusive content and perks, including a monthly unveil of my parents' and grandparents' portfolios, early access to my portfolio unveils, answers to your questions during AMA, members only, ask me anythings, the ability to submit questions to fund managers, etc., etc., etc. So hit the join button to find out what it's all about. I would really appreciate it. And don't forget that I get questions all the time, emails and texts. all kinds of personal questions. This is why I created the one-on-one coaching session. So you could book me for an hour where you could ask me whatever you want. Just go on our website, passiveincomeinvesting.ca, to find out the information here. If you click on this link here for a quick guide, you'll find out what it's all about, and also how to get $75 off as a PII Inner Circle Plus member, the second level membership. Don't forget to follow us on Blossom, download Blossom, follow my portfolio live. It's an social investing app. You can follow our portfolio live. And also, if you go to the tools and resources tab right here on my website, you could download my portfolio Excel file for free, and we have a bunch of discount links and discount codes for some portfolio tracking tools, total return screeners, and also Canadian brokers as well. So if you're interested, and there's also a bunch of other free useful links as well. So again, all this is on our website. Last but not least, we have 2 digital products that both come with free lifetime updates. You have the Ultimate DIY Investing Package, and you have the Ultimate Covered Call ETF Guide. If you're interested in them, I highly recommend you click on View Details and watch this video, which will describe both packages so you can see exactly what you're purchasing before you purchase it. And thanks so much for watching, everyone. Take care.